Digital Britain with Simon Milner, Director of Media and Convergence Policy at BT. So Simon, what did BT expect from Lord Carter's Digital Britain report?
Kind of opportunities. So there might be opportunities which fit with BT's commercial interests in terms of things that the government would like to do from a public policy perspective that we think can either help deliver or very much fit with our commercial imperatives. But you also look for threats. You also look for, are there some things that the government wants to do which actually are rather threatening to our business and our ability to create value. So I wouldn't say we had particular policies that we were saying, well, we must make sure that's in there. It's more a case of, looking out to try and influence that report in terms of the opportunities it might create for us as an organisation to minimise the threats.
Okay. How is a 2 megabit internet connection for everyone going to influence the development of high-speed networks in Britain?
I think, frankly, the current economic situation has a very, very strong bearing on the situation, and therefore what we might have thought 18 months ago in terms of the speed of deployment of next generation fibre-based services, I think has been conditioned by a pretty heavy dose of reality, in the sense of anybody trying to invest in a next generation infrastructure needs a lot of money. Yeah. And that money doesn't come out of thin air. You've got to get it from the markets, either from the banks or from the equity markets. It's very tough out there to get the money to make these investments, particularly when, in our case, any kind of investment we make in big infrastructure projects essentially leads to other people being able to use that network, and therefore on a regulated basis. So it's very hard to justify very significant levels of investment when the regulatory regime doesn't really favour it.
So is there any point in BT investing £1.5 billion in high-speed networks in fibre if there is only going to be a 2 megabit if Lord Carter is only talking about a 2 megabit connection?
Well, listen, we wouldn't be have committed ourselves to it if we didn't think there was a demand out there for it. Yeah. But 1.5 billion will get you to 10 million homes. Okay, that's 40% of the population. Obviously, particularly in urban areas, because that's where it's most economic. We don't necessarily expect that all 10 million of those homes will say, yes, I want to pay the extra it costs to have this super fast broadband, and certainly not yet. It's a long-term investment. It may take a significant amount of time after that fibre's in the ground before even the majority of people within those areas will take it up. And we've yet to really see the applications and both in terms of the content and the software applications that will make use of that. But to some extent, to a large extent, that's what business is about. Particularly infrastructure business is about saying, okay, on the basis of what we know now, and seeing what's happened over the last 5-10 years, does it make sense to do this now, to make this investment now? Because frankly, if you wait until the applications come, then by the time you make the investment, it'll be too late.